Hey folks, it's Lauren from Snowy's here. I'm going to show you how to measure up for the best fit and run through the features of the Cedar Summit Grasshopper Gaiters.
Hit it.
These are excellent entry-level option gaiters. They come in 2 different sizes with elastic casing around the base and the mid-ankle for a great fit. Hold up, to make sure you don't miss any of our awesome content, don't forget to like and subscribe. Let's get back to it. So your Grasshopper Gaiter does come in a set of 2, but I'm just using one for the demo video here. This is a nice sort of compromise, I guess, between a full-length gaiter and a nice sort of entry-level version. It's got a polyester fabric that is not too heavy-duty, so it's still relatively breathable, but it's for people who don't need something serious like a heavy-duty canvas or something like that. Now, at the top here, we've got an elastic adjustment for around the calves, and that's sitting on a little adjustable toggle here with the button that just can press in like so to release the elastic for tightening. And we've got a Velcro that runs all the way down the front of the gaiter to a press stud that we've got to stop the Velcro from coming undone down at the stress point at the foot end. And we've got a stainless steel laces hook that secures the gaiter to your foot to stop it sort of from riding up or shifting around. And we've obviously got, which is a bit different to some of the other gaiters that we have, this elastic running along the base of the gaiter, which sits along the top of your shoe, and again around you sort of just above your ankle or mid to lower calf here too. Now, this gaiter also has an adjustable instep strap. Now, this cord can be replaceable, just like a shoelace if it wears through. It is fairly heavy duty, so it will last you a fair while. But I'll show you how to tie that off and get the right length for that in just a minute. So first things first, when you're choosing a gaiter, now these come in 2 sizes, a small medium and a large extra large, and we do have a size guide online. So because the base here is a nice stretchy elastic fit around the shoe, we don't really need to consider the shoe size or the depth of the shoe per se with this particular gaiter. So the measurements that we're largely going to be looking at are your mid calf and the top calf here around your circumference. So I'll grab my tape measure. Now I know, especially with the Cedar Summit Gaiters, that because I have quite a large calf, I'm sitting at the very sort of max circumference that their gaiters will allow for. So I'm at around about 46 centimeters here, which puts me on the upper end of the large, extra large size, which I believe go to like about maybe a 46.5 or a 47. So the first thing that we're going to do is pop the gaiter on our foot and work out how long we need to make this instep cord. So I'm going to wrap this around the back of my leg and pop the Velcro down like so. Now your hook can either go through your shoelaces, or you might have a shoe like my old trail runners here that have a gaiter loop at the front or a gaiter hook loop at the base there. So either way, regardless, if you don't have a little gaiter hook trap there, you can just go straight through your shoelaces. So we're going to do that, and I'm also going to put the press stud on to make sure it doesn't come undone whilst I'm measuring my cord for the instep. And that's sort of really all you need to do to get the measurements that you're needing here. Now, obviously, as you can see with these, the length of these gaiters, I'm wearing trail runners. So if you've got a low-lying boot, a low-lying or a low-cut shoe, this probably isn't going to be ideal for you. These are going to work best for people who are using mid to high-cut hiking boots. So I'm going to run the cord underneath my foot. Now I'm going to lift my shoe up here. You're going to want the cord to run through what's known as your instep. So on my trail runners, it's not very obvious here, but it will be clearer on your hiking boot. A very clear differentiation between your heel and your forefront will be your instep. So that's going to run roughly through this part of your shoe like so. And we're taking it round to the other side here, where we're going to want to thread one of the pieces of cord through the loop. And we're just going to give it a bit of a pull and a tension to try and get the bottom of the gaiter sitting exactly where we want it to be. So from there, I find it easier. If you can tie it as it is in situ, that's fine, but I find it easier to actually keep my fingers on the string or the cord like so. Remove the gaiter. And then roughly just do a little pull through knot like so. And that will give me the length that I need for my instep. So if you're somebody who has a particularly long leg or a larger foot, you will probably use a bit more cord than I've used here. But if not, and you do have a fair bit of excess left over, it's just a matter of trimming those down and getting a lighter or on your stove or something like that and melting the ends to stop them from fraying. So once you've got your instep sorted, we'll go back to actually popping the gaiter on. So we're going to put our heel through the back here and adjust the instep strap to exactly where we want it to go. Push the Velcro across and the press stud down and put our shoelace hook in place. Now from here, we're going to go up to the top of the gaiter and pop the Velcro across. Now, as I said, I'm on the maximum sort of capacity that these gaiters have to fit. And because I am shorter, even though I've got quite a large circumference in calf, I am shorter. And generally the larger and extra larger sizes are assuming you're also going to be big in other ways, like tall, for example. So I do have a fair amount of excess length here. And in this case, the best way I have to do the Velcro up is to point my toe and try and elongate the front of the gaiter as much as possible to get a nice sort of smooth tension there, which allows me to line up the Velcro. And smooth it out for a nice sort of comfortable fit, like so. That's the Grasshopper fitted to my leg now. You can see it's giving me a nice snug fit through the elastic here and here. So I'm getting a lot of protection from any little bits of gravel or mini sticks or dust or debris, or nothing's gonna be getting into my shoe there. Now at the top here as well, I do have a little bit of room, but because my calf is quite large through the middle here, I don't really need to tighten this off because it is being held in place like so. The other thing to potentially mention is that this elastic strap that tightens up the top of the gaiter here is fully adjustable. So even though potentially your measurements might be, say, smaller than the small to medium size, you can actually tighten this up and make it go as small as you want, so it can even fit children. It's just whether or not the length is going to be suitable for you. That would just be one thing to consider. So that's about it for the features and how to measure up the fit for your Cedar Summit Grasshopper Gaiters. You can get this at snowies.com.au.